Hello everyone, welcome to girlsgames.com, and today we're taking a look at Runescape. So I've already logged in, I already logged in, I don't know why it says logging in, it's just entering the world. So, Runescape is an MMO, it's fantasy based, so kind of similar to Dungeons & Dragons, but it does its own thing too. And it's also kind of a point and click, so to move around you need to click to go forward. Now, I was trying to figure out the best way to show the content because I didn't just want to play around, do some stuff, and I figured the best way to show what's great about RuneScape is to play through one of its quests, because the quests are definitely where the game shines brightest. They do things a lot different. First, this is the daily thing. You get to use keys to get items. It's normally just picking a random chest, but they're doing something different here. Okay, just gonna... I don't really use lamps that much. So anyways, let's get going. Alright, so the quest I'm going to be doing is called Rune Mysteries. So it's the first part of a two-parter featuring one of RuneScape's signature heroes, Ariane. As you can see her right here. Sadly, the second part is members only, which that's one of the biggest criticisms I have about RuneScape is about 90% of its content you have to pay in order to access. So you can't just you have to you only have so much you can do without paying for it, which bit of a bummer, but on the other hand, the 10%, there's still good amount to do. So anyways, I'm going to get started out with this quest. Going to go through it and just show you how the game goes.
Velina, the tower is in danger. I need to speak to Archmage Cedrador.
I'm sorry, Ariane. The Archmage was clear. Maybe if you...
Okay, I don't know what's up with the audio. Hold on. Oh, that explains why I couldn't hear any music. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
I can't explain. Listen, if the Archmage can't see me, perhaps I could speak to Wizard Eleron.
Right, so go through.
I'm sorry, Ariane. You are barred from entering the tower for any reason. This is none of your business, outsider.
No, wait, I recognize you. You're the adventurer Xenia mentioned. Will you help me again? Could you take a message to Archmage Cedrador for me? Depending on how he reacts, I may need your help with other things.
Okay, so this is for most of the newer quests. Others you just kind of accept. But for most of the newer ones, this comes up. So, as you can see, doesn't have any requirements. Most of the time for quests, it will say you need to be at a certain level or that you have to have completed a certain quest in order to do. This is one of the novice ones, so there's not really high. Sometimes it also say which items you need to bring with. Here, it's not really much. No combat here. Kind of technically there's no combat, or technically there is somewhat combat, but there's no risk of dying in this. And this is the reward, so just mostly experience for skills like magic and rune crafting and items. So, accept the quest.
Just go to Archmage Cedrador and... Wait, no. Too late, there's something happening.
Why, Sharadoman, the Holy Archmage! Begone, Spirit of the Abyss! Oh! Do something! Get that thing away from me!
Come on, my message can wait. Let's see what's happening. Cast airstrike at the vortex. Draw it into the power beam. Grab Boren's mind spike if you need one. He's dropped it next to him.
Alright. So this is technically a combat. Gonna get this equipped. And no, I didn't. Yeah, sometimes it could get a bit finicky. Want to attack that. Draw it in. Sorry, might take a while. Let's get again.
Thanks, adventurer. Talk to me again outside the tower if you still want to help.
Alright, so that's done. Where did Wizard War?
Thank you for saving me from that thing. Please keep my mind spike as a reward.
Alright, so cool. Got a new staff. Or mind spike, I guess it's called. It's a staff. Call a rabbit a smearp.
I can't believe Cedrador would set up a ward to keep me out. I didn't realize he saw me as that dangerous. There are schools of magic besides the tower's standard spellbook. I used a forbidden source of information when I was trying to understand my premonitions.
Something else is most of the newer quests are voice acted, but most of the older ones don't have the same amount of voice acting. It was started with the quest One Piercing Note, and there's been talk about redoing some of the older quests and giving them voice work, but I haven't seen a lot of that going on. Anyways, keep going.
That's what I want to find out. I know the tower is in danger, but I don't know the details. I'm a seer. I have premonitions sometimes, flashes of information, emotional impressions, nothing precise. Lately, I've been having visions of the tower in flames. But I don't know any details and I can't prove anything. I came here to investigate, and now I find I can't get into the building. People talk about wizards having a gift for magic, but the first thing you're told when you join the wizard's tower is that it's not true. Magic isn't handed down by gods or random chance. Anyone can learn it if they put in the effort. But being a seer runs in families. It's not something I worked for. When I told the other wizards about it, they resented me. I tried to use my magic to understand and control my ability. My goal was to integrate it into magical theory so I could teach it to other wizards. But I ended up being expelled from the tower.
Alright, so figure out what we want to do next.
I need you to go into the tower for me. Talk to the wizards and find out what's happening in there. Archmage Cedrador is the head of the tower, so you should talk to him. I think Wizard Eleron might help as well. He was my mentor while I was there. You should talk to the other wizards as well. Ask if they've seen anything unusual lately. One of them must have seen something that'll help us.
Alright, so now we gotta go in and start talking to everyone.
Welcome to the Wizard's Tower, adventurer.
Alright, see.
Just the usual stream of visitors, adventurers, students, traders. No one unusual. Why do you... Oh! This is about Ariane's warning, isn't it? No, I haven't seen anything unusual. The Archmage is dealing with the problem. But if you want to go inside and pester every wizard in the tower, then I can't stop you.
Alright then. Okay, let's just talk to some of the other wizards here.
Greetings, human.
Actually, no, I've gone through this quest before, so I know which people that I need to talk to and which ones aren't going to be helpful. Most of the others just offer flavor. So
In the library, please. It was horrible. It felt like it radiated evil power. And you saw what color it was? Red! The color of Zamorak. It was red wizards who burned down the tower 100 years ago. This could be another Zamorakian plot to destroy us. You've got to do something.
Just a bit of background, because it mentioned he was talking about someone named Saradomin during the attack. Saradomin's one of the gods in Runescape, and is the god of law and order. And most humans worship him. Then there's Zamorak, the opposite one, who's the god of chaos. He's considered, most consider him evil, but it's a lot more complicated than that. Anyways. Let's go back to talking to people. Greyzak, not Greyzak. Let's see if I can find someone around here. Nope. That's for another quest. Not him. I think I need to go up another level to get to wizards I need to talk to. You should have seen the wizard tower when RuneScape just started. It didn't look nearly as impressive as it does now. Let's see. Cedra door should be in here. Nope. Should be over here. Here he is.
Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower. How can I help you?
Alright.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Wizard Valina told me she was here.
Wizard Valina traveled fast.
You can tell Ariane that her concerns have been noted. I'm preparing to deal with the anomalies in the power beam, so there's no cause for concern. I concede that there is some evidence that she has premonitions, but unless she can give me more specific information, there's really nothing I can do. You know what she did, don't you? Wizard Ariane was our most promising student. She could have been Archmage someday. I overlooked her gallivanting off as an adventurer. Everyone's reckless in their youth. But I can't allow a demon worshipper in the tower. The tower has had strict rules against Zamorakian wizards for the last 100 years, and I have to apply that, even to her.
Right.
I'm preparing an Icenic purge. It'll send a surge of energy through the power beam, which should overpower whatever creatures have managed to enter it.
Alright. So that's about it. So, got that Ariane did something with the demon, that's why she's not allowed. And that they're planning an Icenic purge, which we'll find out more about that when you talk to Ariane. Let's see if we can find Elrond. Here he is.
What can I do for you on this glorious day, adventurer? I am the wizard Elrond, Grand Master of the Order of Saradomin, initiate into the inner circle of the rune mysteries, heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire. Impressive, no? We wizards love to invent titles for ourselves. All it really means is that I'm one of the senior wizards of the tower. Are her premonitions still troubling her? I feared as much. Please let her know that I take her seriously, even if no one else does. I will do everything I can to convince Archmage Cedridor to take action.
Right.
When I took Ariane on as my apprentice, she asked me to help her suppress her premonitions. She didn't want to stand out because of a natural gift. She wanted to stand out, if at all, by the work she put in. I told her that that was admirable, but it would be wrong to turn down an advantage the gods had given her. I helped her to harness her gift, to refine it, and to Zamorak with what the other wizards thought. With hindsight, it shouldn't have surprised me when Cedridor expelled her just for using every source of knowledge at her disposal.
Okay, got that. Now, there's one more person we gotta talk to, and he's gonna be the most important one. Where could he be? Here we go, Treyborn.
Hello, young thingamy-what?
Alright.
I've seen them in the power beam, you know. Thingamy-what? What? No, not thingamy-what. Don't be ridiculous. They wouldn't fit. It was a sort of swirly, sparkly thing. I like to look at the power beam sometimes. There are so many things we see every day, but never look at, aren't there? Or look at every day, but never see. I see things in there. Thingamy-whats. No one else sees them. They think I'm mad. Didn't you know? This tower was built on the ruins of an old tower. That's where it came from, the swirly thing. I saw it come up through the floor of the library.
Oh, right, there we go. Now we know tower was built on top of an older one. And that's where that thing we saw before came from. Alright, now we just gotta go tell Ariane. Or Ariane? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Ariane. Ariane? I know they said it earlier, but I still can't get the grasp of it. I don't know why I can't. Just the camera more than this.
Have you learnt anything from the wizards in the tower? So what did you learn? He's the only tower wizard who was sympathetic. He convinced me to work on them, rather than suppress them. But that doesn't help us with the problem. We need to find out what these vortices are. I spoke to the demon, spoke to it, but there's no middle ground with Cedridor. Step outside the line and you're a red wizard.
Alright.
What he means is he's going to flood the tower with magic without knowing what he's dealing with. It might work, but I want to be sure. We should find out more.
Okay.
Through the library floor. But that means it was something from the old tower. This tower is built on the ruins of an older one, which burned down 100 years ago. The story is that Zamorakian wizards betrayed the other orders, but the details of what happened are a mystery. I do know it happened just after the wizards discovered the inner secret of the rune mysteries. The rune essence teleport spell. Perhaps that discovery led to a conflict. The surface part of the old tower was destroyed by the fire, and the new tower was built on the same place. But the underground levels of the old tower are still there. Good idea. It's not going to be easy, though. Archmage Perian sealed the lower levels when he built the second tower. There's a rumor that the door can be opened using the water surge spell, but many wizards have tried casting that spell on the door and failed. It's more likely that there's a key hidden somewhere in the tower. Could you go back into the tower and find the key? I think Wizard Elrond will help us if we tell him what we're doing. You should start by talking to him.
Alright, so gotta go back, talk to Wizard Elrond. Alright. There he is.
What can I do for you on this glorious day, adventurer? Alas, even senior tower wizards aren't allowed into the ruins. I certainly couldn't tell the secret to a disgraced ex-wizard and an outsider, however much I might privately want to help you. One wonders what it is that generations of archmages have wanted to keep locked away down there. Forbidding a source of knowledge goes against the principles upon which the first tower was founded. Ariane is a brilliant mage, but she has never mastered the subtleties of human interaction. The oath I swore to the tower prevents me from helping you. No one except Archmage Cedridor is allowed to know the secret of entry to the ruins. Naturally, I've heard the rumors. Many young wizards have wasted runes casting water surge on the door to no effect. A few, however, have speculated that the key might lie not in casting that spell, but in understanding it. It was the Archmage Perian, first Archmage of the new tower, who sealed the lower levels. He had an idiosyncratic understanding of magic and its relationship to other arts. Perian had the pipe organ installed in the library, and he wrote a treatise on the relationship between magic and music.
Yeah, such a pity you can't help me.
That's a good idea. I hope you find something interesting.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Hit the books. Now, again, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I wasn't sure if it would trigger if something would keep me from finding the books until I talk to Elrond. So, gotta do that. Okay, nothing there. Nope. Let's try the other side. Alright, got the books I needed. Okay, stuff. Okay, so... Alright, so basically stuff assigning... each rune is assigned a pitch. And... This is for some of the older spells. These are the spells actually used when RuneScape first started, or the combination you did. It's a lot simpler to cast spells nowadays. So here it's, for Water Surge you gotta do 10 water, 7 air, 1 blood, and 1 death. Alright, now let's go to the organ.
Oh, all right. If you must play the organ, at least keep to the top manual. It's quietest. Not even Archmage Cedridor could concentrate with a racket from the loud manuals. It's been here since the tower was rebuilt. I think the first Archmage was a little eccentric in his architectural preferences.
Alright. Alright, got the key. Let's head back to Ariane and head down to the old tower. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. Ways?
Have you made any progress with getting the key to the old tower? The key to the old tower? Who knows what's down there? There could be knowledge that's been lost for 100 years. I know, but while we're down there, we can at least look around. The entrance is on the east side of the island. Come on.
Alright, head over.
Come on, open the door and let's see what's in the ruins. This is amazing. We may be the first people to come down here for 100 years. This must be the Chamber of Shrines. The senior wizards used it as a meeting room, and wizards joining the tower would pledge allegiance to one of the four orders here. I've read about it, but I never thought I'd see it. The greatest magical innovators of Gielinor once walked this room. I wish we could spend more time exploring the ruins. If I can, I'll stay down here after we've done what we came for. The old tower was made up of wizards from all over the world, with wildly different philosophies of magic. They arranged themselves into four orders dedicated to different gods: blue, green, red, and grey.
Alright, I'm just gonna go through this real quick to kind of refresh myself. But I'm gonna probably cut out, so see you in a bit.
We need to get deeper into the ruins to the source of the power beam. It looks like that rune guardian is blocking the door.
Alright, now let's keep going.
Wizard, you have proved yourself worthy. All that remains is to determine the order to which you will belong. Are you ready to be tested?
It thinks we're new wizards joining the tower. Originally, you wouldn't be able to get to this room without passing the entry tests.
I will ask you a series of questions. Your answers will reveal the order to which you are best suited. If you disagree with your allocation, you may take the test again.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the test. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna probably cut it out, so see you afterwards.
Welcome, Grey Wizard.
Alright, so now that that's done, it was basically a personality test. It gave you a set of situations and you would respond with how you would deal with them.
I guess we'll need to find a way across here. Maybe you could, but I'm not risking it. We need to find a safe way for us to both get across. It's not as simple as that. Each teleport spell goes to one specific location. Creating a new one can take years of research. It took the wizards of the old tower decades to crack the teleportation problem. It wasn't solved until shortly before the old tower's destruction.
Alright, so this is also where the quest stuff plays in, because you have to figure out a way to get around stuff, but obstacles like this.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm making a bridge.
What? That's a statue of Eratona the Green, who negotiated the treaties with local rulers that let the wizards transport runes from the Essence Mine. You can't just push her statue down. Well, no, but be careful, okay? Try not to damage the statue.
Just cross over and head down. Now, even though RuneScape's not the most graphically advanced, I still can't believe the stuff they managed to do.
This is it. The heart of the old tower. The central spellcasting chamber where the old wizards performed their most powerful rituals. It's amazing. I never imagined I'd see it in person. So do I. Most of the spells we use today were invented in this room. Wizards of all four orders cooperated for the sake of magical research. These vortices look like the one that attacked Wizard Boren. I want to find out what they are. I'll need need you to attract a vortex into this circle and keep it there while I examine it.
Alright, hardest part. Alright, got it. Okay, wait for it to exit out of combat. Or just...
They're not ghosts. At first, I thought they might be ghosts, but they're soul fragments. I've heard about putting part of yourself into your work, but the old wizards literally put part of their souls into the power beam. They must have wanted to create a very powerful magical effect. I don't know what they were trying to do, but whatever it was, it went wrong. Do you know what this is? I think this is what destroyed the first tower. I think there was an enchantment keeping the vortices here, but someone has removed it. Now, they're able to go up the beam to the new tower, and you saw the trouble they can cause. I can replace the enchantment that was keeping the vortices here, but it'll take some time. While I do it, you need to go back to the new tower and delay Cedridor's casting of his Icenic Purge. The Icenic Purge floods the tower with energy, but these vortices are attracted to magic. All it'll do is draw them up into the tower and make it impossible to get rid of them. I can restore the enchantment that kept the vortices in the ruins, but I need to do it while they're still here.
Alright. Now we gotta go stop the Icenic Purge before bad stuff happens. Also, like, a little note, the banner's back there with the hats. That's the icon for the magic skill. Like, right here. So, it's just a little neat bit. Right, heading up the tower.
Please be quiet, adventurer. My assistant and I are casting an Icenic Purge, and we must have silence in order to concentrate.
Alright. He's not gonna listen. So only one thing to do. Remember what they said about being able to concentrate?
Please don't do that, adventurer! The Icenic Purge is in a critical stage, and it is essential that all participants be able to concentrate.
Music was kind of delayed there.
Adventurer, I must insist that you step away from that organ. Break my concentration once more, and you will feel the wrath of the Grand Archmage of the Reborn Tower!
No big deal, dude. I think Ariane's gonna finish up.
The purge is complete. Thank you, fellow wizards. Whatever these entities were, they could not have survived such a powerful wave of magic. Adventurer, I suggest you leave the library and find your friend Ariane. Tell her not to worry. We have dealt with the problem without any help.
Sure you did. Alright, now let's get going and finish this quest. Like I said, there's a sequel to this that gets into why the vortices were released, as well as some more background into the tower, but it's a members only, which really stinks.
It was close, but I managed to restore the enchantment. The vortices are trapped in the ruins again. Thanks for your help, adventurer. I couldn't have done this without you.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask a couple of questions, and then... So I'll see you at the end.
Thanks again for helping me get down there and restore the enchantment. Well, thanks again. I found some things in the ruins you might be interested in. They're yours if you want them.
Okay, runes and a talisman.
I'm going to head back down to the ruins to study the vortices. I want to find out what happened to the old tower and who released the vortices from the ruins. Meet me down there if you want to help.
And that's the Rune Mysteries quest. So, as you can tell, it's a lot different from other MMO quests. You get to do a few other stuff besides just fighting enemies or collecting items, which is really cool, and definitely Runescape's greatest strength. So, overall with RuneScape, well, there's definitely a lot of flaws, most of it stemming from the fact that you have to pay in order to access most of the content. It's still a pretty interesting game, and I'd recommend giving it a shot. It's available for free on the site. Just gotta sign up for an account, and you can play, and you'll have plenty to do, even with the remaining 10% that's for free. So, that all said, I'd overall give the game maybe, I'd say 4.5 stars out of 5. So the content on the game should be up on girlsgames.com pretty soon. Once it is, you just gotta search RuneScape and it'll bring you to the page. Since it's not up yet, here's an example of what it'll look like, somewhat. So once you get there, you can click here to read my review of the game, and you can click here to give it a vote if you like the game. And if there's a game you like that's not on the site, click here to nominate a new game. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share them in the discussion section below. You can talk about it, maybe discuss any issues you've been having, or whatnot. So that's about it. Thank you for watching, have fun, and hope to hear from you soon.